Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The LSU Tigers offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They go to the ground, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Running with power. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. Oh, they knock it free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Tackle is made after the first down. LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a second down play. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to throw on third down. Keeps the play going. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. LSU quick to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to throw it again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Gators will punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They'll run the screen. At the 45, on his way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing. Scrambles around and finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Handoff from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move, and the returner goes down. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Getting some heat. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it down the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Steps away to find some room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And the Tigers get it past the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. He'll do it himself. Showing off the arm.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on first down. Now second and goal from the 7. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on third and goal. Encroachment, defense. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to barge in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's open on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick strike complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Trevino. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He'll set up to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throwing right. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Gators are rolling down the field. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pulls it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on the side.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He lets it fly and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Gators will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He's got him, and they convert. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Offense in an empty set. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snags it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And, David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports who's motivated for these games. So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.